Wow, what do you know? It's time for the Pocket Knife Show. Hey, it's Mike on the mic again for another episode of the Pocket Knife Podcast. In 1 Samuel 3, as we're learning more about the boy Samuel, who was dedicated to the Lord by his mom before he was born, we're told terrible news about the situation in Israel at the time. Listen to what's said in verse 1. In those days the word of the Lord was rare. There were not many visions. From the day Abram heard from God to the days when Moses and Joshua led the people, knowing what God wanted was the key to the survival of this people. Now they weren't hearing anything. Was their survival threatened? The rest of the chapter answers that question with a resounding no. In this chapter, God starts speaking again. He speaks to young Samuel as he's serving in the house of the Lord. He does so 3 times before Eli the priest realizes it's God. When this dawns on the older man, he sends Samuel back to bed with these instructions found in verse 9. Go and lie down, and if he calls you, say, Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. The young man goes back to his chamber, and God calls his name again. Samuel does what his elder instructs, and God speaks to him. After reading this story almost 10 years ago, I wrote a prayer song based on Samuel's response to God. Speak, Lord, is a throughout-the-day prayer for God's guidance. As I sing it for you, let your heart reach out to God. Pray that God would speak to you and guide you. Speak, Lord, for your servants listening at break of day in my quiet place. Come speak to my heart, to my soul. Speak, Lord, for your servants listening under midday sun when I cannot rest. Come speak to my heart, to my soul. Speak your words of mercy, speak your words of woe. Speak your words of truth, Lord, the things I need to know. Speak, Lord, speak. Speak, Lord, for your servants listening in the cool of evening after work is done. Come speak to my heart, to my soul. Speak, Lord, for your servants listening through the darkest night when my mind is troubled. Come speak to my heart, to my soul. Speak your words of mercy, speak your words of woe. Speak your words of truth, Lord, the things I need to know. Speak, Lord, speak. Speak, Lord, for your servants listening at break of day in my quiet place. Speak, speak. Lord, speak. Oh, speak. Good news. God speaks in our day. He can guide you if you'll listen. In John 10, we hear Jesus speaking truth to the Pharisees who would not hear. The disciples who wanted to hear listened in, and they heard the good news in their master's words. Here's what we have in verses 1 through 5. Very truly, I tell you, Pharisees, anyone who does not enter the sheep pen by the gate, but climbs in by some other way, is a thief and a robber. The one who enters by the gate is the shepherd of the sheep. The gatekeeper opens the gate for him, and the sheep listen to his voice. He calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. When he has brought out all his own, he goes on ahead of them, and his sheep follow him, because they know his voice. But they will never follow a stranger. In fact, they will run away from him, because they do not recognize a stranger's voice. Did you hear what Jesus said? He said his sheep listen to his voice. They know his voice. I encourage you to seek God's leading by praying. Speak, Lord, your servant's listening. Ask for guidance at any time. God is faithful and listening and speaking. He will help you in the morning, or at noon, or in the dark of night. God bless you all with ears to hear. Oh no, it's sad, I know we've come to the end of the show. See you next time.